Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to this, your very first reading of 2024. For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking on this video. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. A couple of really quick announcements before we get into your whole reading and the meat of your reading. First of all, I do not edit my videos. What you see is what you get. I expect authenticity from psychics that I consult with, and therefore that is what I put out there as well. Next announcement, right now is a really exciting time of the year because this is the one and only time of the year that I offer my 13 card special. It is on sale from December 15th through January 15th. It is a 13 card reading that will give you an overview of what to expect in 2024. This is a live Zoom call reading with me. You are on the call. You can ask questions. We interact. It is not pre-recorded. It is not via email. My normal hourly rate is $100 for 45 minutes. This special is $90 Canadian for 1 full hour. Fantastic deal, especially for my American, British, and European friends, because your currency is worth so much more than the Canadian dollar. And so you pay 90 Canadian dollars for this service. If you are interested in booking the private consultation with me and the 13 card reading, the link is in the description below. What else? Happy New Year. Now, I understand that there is some controversy with regards to the calendar that we currently observe, and that perhaps our calendar should be 13 months and not 12 months, and I'm well versed in this. However, this happens to be the calendar that the vast majority of the world observes, so Happy New Year. All right, Capricorn, I'm just going to check my notes over here and take a quick peek at what we covered last month. Okay, it looked like you made a big decision. You were working hard at trying to believe in yourself. You had some new beginnings on the horizon. So let's dive in and pull some cards for you, Capricorn. I feel like there is one more announcement. Okay. So I gave myself an early Christmas present this year, and via Hay House, one of their deeply discounted sales, I bought myself some new decks. And one of the decks that I purchased is a yes/no deck. So adding to the videos that I record for all of the zodiac signs twice a month, I will be adding yes/no answers at the end. So during the course of this video, come up with a yes/no question that you have a need for an answer. And at the end of this video, I will pull cards for you. I knew I was forgetting something. All right, the first cards that we're going to pull for you are going to be cards of where you are at now, what's going on for the Capricorns right now. I am recording this video for you at the end of December with the intention of covering the time frame between January 1st and the 15th. Okay. Oh my goodness, I don't believe this. So Capricorn, I have to be 100% honest with you. This is the second time that I have attempted to record this video for you this month. The reason being is that I had some pretty bad technical issues with your first video. I can tell you that these two cards are the exact same cards that came out for you in the first attempt at your video, the Eight of Pentacles and the Justice card. Believe it or not, it was from the exact same deck, and you have exactly the same cards. Amazing. All right, let's start with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card indicating that you are in the process right now of mastering your craft. This is a card of Practice makes perfect with regards to work and career. It is also a card indicating that you may be interested in obtaining additional training or seminars with regards to your work or career. For those Capricorns out there who are considering a change or a shift in your work to a different, potentially, for some of you, I'm sensing that you are considering a change or a shift into a completely different profession, like a complete, yep, I'm going over there. For some of you, I do sense that you're just looking at upgrading some of your skills or mastering your skills a little more. But yeah, definitely, I want to say as many as 2/3 of the Capricorns out there are considering a full on career change at this time. And in order to be able to do that, additional training and seminars are going to be necessary. Now, I do sense that for some of you, there is some pride and some almost embarrassment about having to go back to school or take some training seminars. I want to tell you that there is absolutely no shame in having to go back to school, take some more training, practice your craft a little bit further and a little deeper. But unfortunately, pride has a tendency to get in our way sometimes, Capricorn. So just watch for that this month. You have the Justice card. The Justice card has a number of meanings. One of the meanings of the Justice card is that it may indicate real legal issues in the real world. So I am not a lawyer, full disclosure here. I am not a lawyer. I cannot give you formal legal advice. What I can give you is generally accepted common sense reminders. Don't break the law right now. With the Justice card coming up, don't speed. Be careful at stop signs. Make sure you're coming to a complete stop. Don't jaywalk. Common sense comes into play right now. I'm not recommending that you go and break the law at any other time when the Justice card does not appear in your readings, but in particular, when the Justice card appears, it is definitely a sign for you to make sure that you are dotting all of your I's, crossing all of your T's, and not jaywalking. Okay. All right. The Justice card also can represent balance. And in fact, in a lot of the tarot decks, and esoteric decks, the Justice card is represented by the actual scales of justice, and it shows them wanting to be balanced. And so this is an indication that right now, Capricorn, you are working towards finding balance in your life, balance between work and family, balance between family and alone time. Okay. So just watch for that and make sure that you are creating a nice balanced environment. The other one that's coming up for me, it just jumped into my head, which means it's supposed to come out of my mouth. And this one doesn't need a filter, is balance with regards to consumption. Consumption of television, consumption of what we are actually putting into our bodies. Okay. I don't know why, because that normally would not be a message of that card, but that came up for me as well. So I felt that it was necessary to mention it at this time as we move into, from December into January, Capricorn. Watch your consumption. Let's move into, let's see, the same cards come up again. All right, let's move into what you are focusing on. Where are you putting your attentions for the first half of January? Ooh. All right, we had nothing flip out. So let's go through the deck one more time. Oh, there's one. Oh, I'm getting a lot of cards out. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards out, and we still have the majority of the deck to finish going through here. Okay. So in the order in which the card came out, we have the 10 of Pentacles. I don't even know what this one is. 8 of Wands. There we go. And we also have the Magician. Sorry, I always get excited when I see the Magician. It's one of my favorite cards. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is the card of save for the future. For my Canadian friends out there, this is what I would call the RRSP card. For my American friends out there, this is what you would call the 401k card. This is the card indicating that make sure that you are planning towards the future. This is also the card, Capricorn, that from my animal tarot deck, the animal associated with the 10 of Pentacles is the squirrel. And the reason is that the squirrel spends half of its life running around collecting up nuts and hiding them in various places so that it has sufficient food to get through the long winter. So this is your card of plan for tomorrow, specifically related to your finances. Like I said before, I'm not a lawyer. I am also not a certified financial advisor. So any advice that you receive in this is generally accepted common sense advice. Generally accepted common sense advice, plan for tomorrow. Squirrel away a few nuts somewhere. All right, moving on to your next card. And your next card is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a card of action. It is the card of it is time to I've got two different images coming to mind, being clairvoyant. I have to decide which of the two images, they both have the same meaning behind them, but which one would have more of an impact for the Capricorns out there. Okay. If somebody lights a fire underneath you, chances are you're probably going to jump. The other image that came to mind is the image or the story of the frog and the boiling water. If you drop a frog into a pot of hot water, it will jump out. If you put a frog in a pot of tepid or cool water and then light the fire underneath it, it warms up slowly enough that the frog will eventually boil to death. It won't realize it needs to jump out. Which one is the 8 of Wands? The 8 of Wands is dropping that frog into the hot water. It's going to jump out. This is a card of it is time for you to take action, Capricorn. And that includes taking action on this card, the 8 of Pentacles, which is practice your craft. Just as a reminder, practice your craft and perhaps seek out some additional training or seminars. And the 10 of Pentacles as well. Make sure that you are saving and squirreling away for the future. So take action on those two items. And finally, we have the Magician in your focus. This is the perfect place for this particular card to come out because this card means you are focusing on your future. You are focusing on manifestation. You are coming to the realization that what goes on up here in our thoughts eventually becomes this 3D reality that we live in. That's what this card is all about. So pay attention to what goes on up here. What are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to create? The Magician is letting you know you do have the capacity to be able to manifest that which you want. But there are a few secrets to it, and I'm not going to get into all of that right now. But Capricorn, just know that the Magician is currently with you. The energy of the Magician, the energy of the law of attraction is currently with you as you move into January of 2024. Let's move over here to your difficult influences. Okay, Capricorn, I might be having to um, mix these cards up if this keeps up. Whoa! Right now we have 4 difficult influences coming up for you, Capricorn. I'm not so sure that's a good thing. 5. Okay. Let's collect these up in the order in which they came out and see what we have. Oh, no, that was the last one. That one. That one and that one. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands here in your difficult influences. So remember this card in your focus? You are focusing on taking action, and yet you have the Ace of Wands in your difficult influences, and the Ace of Wands is about take action on your new endeavors. That tells me that you're focusing on wanting to do this, but there is something holding you back at this time. What might be holding you back? Well, you have the Six of Summer, also known as the Six of Cups, in your difficult influences. This is the card that's known as the nostalgia card. This is a card that causes you to hold on to the past, holding on to past beliefs. Now, incidentally, the next card that you have in your difficult influences is no more procrastinating, the Seven of Cups. Okay. This card, take action. This card, no more procrastination. Ace of Autumn, brand new beginnings, take action. Princess of Winter, walk away from that which no longer serves your highest good. The Princess of Winter is also a princess that likes to dole out advice, but the advice that she gives to you right now, Capricorn, is advice you need to hear, not advice that you want to hear. Okay, so Capricorn, in your reading, just to review, you're looking at making a possible career shift. You're looking to create more balance in your life. You're going to squirrel away for the future. And you want to take action. And yet in your difficult influences, you have take action, take action, take action. What does that tell me? There is something that's holding you back. What's holding you back? Well, part of what's holding you back is an attachment to the past. And part of what's holding you back is that there is something you don't want to hear. This card is both walk away from something that no longer serves your highest good, and possibly the reason that you haven't walked away from it yet is because there's something that you don't want to face. There's something you already know about it, but you keep procrastinating against it. So I don't know specifically what that is, Capricorn, but you may want to take some time near the beginning of January, or even as you're watching this video, as we shift from December into January, to go deep and figure out what it is that is preventing you from taking all of this action. What's holding you back? Let's take a look at messages that the universe wants you to hear at this time. All right, so there's 2 messages here that have jumped out. Let's take a look at them. Appreciate your talents. Okay. This card is really important with regards to this 8 of Pentacles that you had. Okay. Excuse me. As much as you need to perhaps dust off and brush up on some talents and skills, appreciate what you already know. Value that. It's obviously important. Also, the other message that the universe wants you to hear at this time is follow the golden rule. Just as a reminder, golden rule, do unto others as you would have done to you. Be nice. All right. Where are we going for your unexpected? Let's see what the universe has in store for you for unexpected, Capricorn. What is unexpected for Capricorn for the first half of January, please? All right, let's go through the deck one more time because nothing decided to jump out. Maybe nothing's going to be unexpected for you. Wouldn't that be nice? Sometimes we don't like surprises, right? All right, we've got two cards that have jumped out. One is still on my desk and the other one's on the floor over there. Okay, and that appears to be it. Let's take a look. And now that one's on the floor as well. Knocked it down. Okay. So in your unexpected, you have the Five of Fire, also known as the Five of Wands. This is the card of totality. This is the card indicating that your unexpected for the first half of January is you're going to have to go all in. There's no halving this. Okay. If you don't go all in, you're probably going to land in the bottom. So, and the bottom being, I'm not sure if you can see this on this card. On this card, we have the trapeze artists. Okay. Trapeze artist on either side and a person in the middle. And if you've ever watched a circus and watched the trapeze artists, there with camera focused again, you will know that when they're doing something like this, where one person is being handed off to another, it's totality. You have to go all in, Capricorn. So, with regards to this Eight of Pentacles, this possible shift in job or career choices, taking action, creating your own future, you got to go all in. And you have the Rebirth card in your unexpected. The Rebirth card corresponds to the 10 of Swords from the traditional tarot. And this is a card of you feel like you're repressed in your current life. You feel like you're repressed, like you're suppressed, like you're not going anywhere. And you feel overwhelmed. You feel tired, exhausted. And yet, there's only one way out of that. You have to change. You have to take the action, Capricorn. It's the only way out. Eight of Wands. You have in your reading 3 other cards saying take action. The best way to escape from the 10 of Swords, from this feeling of being burdened, is to rebirth yourself, take action, change what's going on in your life. And this card is also, there are other cards in the tarot that speak more strongly to accountability, but this is also an accountability card. If you're feeling tired, exhausted, burdened, and feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, there's only one person that can change that, and that's you, Capricorn. When you rebirth yourself, this is a card that speaks to boundaries, right? When you set boundaries and say, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And you actually take action on the things that you say that you're going to take action on. You rebirth yourself. You change. You emerge as someone different. Where are we going for your final general overall outcome? I think we're going back over here. Final general overall outcome. And then while I'm pulling this final general overall outcome for you, please be thinking of your yes, no question. And I will pull those cards next. Final general overall outcome for Capricorn for mid-January 2024. We have the Star. A single card came out for you, Capricorn, and it is the Star. The Star is also the card of Aquarius, so watch for the potential for an Aquarius to come in to be able to help you get over this little hump that you're currently experiencing. This is the card of having the power and the faith to know that you have the ability to change your life. You have another card with a similar meaning, and that has been your focus. You have the Magician. You have the power and the ability to change your life. The Star is about looking to the future with hope and optimism and knowing that there are energies, sources beyond our five senses that can also assist us in this process, Capricorn. So with that, I'm going to leave off the rest of your reading. We are going to go into your yes, no question. Capricorn, take a few moments, close your eyes, think of your question, repeat your question in your mind 3 times as I shuffle the deck. Yes, no, for Capricorns. We need a yes, no, and that is the third shuffle of the deck. So, yes or no? Well, we didn't get it there. There we go. Oh, we got 2. Okay, we got 2 cards for you. This is the first card, Capricorn, for your yes, no question. And this is the second one. That's a double confirmation for you, Capricorn. Yes, go. The time is right. All right. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If this video resonated, please consider giving it a like and subscribing. Also, just a reminder, if you are interested in that 13 card reading I mentioned at the beginning, it is only available until January 15th, and the link is in the description down below. Thank you so much. I look forward to being able to do your next reading for you in the middle of January.